Unit 7 Glimpses of India Part 2 Kurg by Lokesh Ebrol. Now, this is the second part of this lesson, Glimpses of India, Kurg. Let's go through it. Kurg is coffee country famous for its rainforest and spices. Midway between Mysore and the coastal town of Mangalore sits a piece of heaven that must have drifted from the kingdom of God, being carried along gently by air, that is drifted. It is between Mysore and the coastal town of Mangalore, and it seems to be so heavenly a place that it seems that it has come down from the kingdom of God. This land of rolling hills is inhabited by a proud race of martial men, beautiful women, and wild creatures. Martial man means man having to do with war. So the people who are having to do with war, such people live there, beautiful women are there, and wild creatures are there. Kurg or Kodagu, the smallest district of Karnataka, is home to evergreen rainforest, spices and coffee plantation. Evergreen rainforest cover 30% of this district. During the monsoons, it pours enough to keep many visitors away. During the monsoons, you cannot visit it because it's raining heavily there. The season of joy begins from September and continues till March. The weather is perfect, with some showers thrown in for good measure. The air breathes of invigorating coffee estates and colonial bungalows stand tucked under tree canopies in prime corner. Canopies are roof-like coverings that form shelter. So under the trees the bungalows are there, and the best corners. The fiercely independent people of Kurg are possibly of Greek or Arabic descent. Maybe the forefathers of the people living in Kurg were from Greece or Arabic descent. As one story goes, a part of Alexander's army moved south along the coast and settled here when return became impractical. Alexander's army came here and it was impossible to go back, so they settled over here, a part of it. These people married amongst locals, and their culture is apparent in the martial traditions, marriage and religious rites, which are distinct from the Hindu mainstream. Mainstream is the traditional Hindu marriage and the people, the way in which they behave. It is altogether different from the Hindus, though they are a part of Hindu culture. But these people who were a part of Alexander's army, they have different religious rites and traditions and marriage and everything. The theory of Arab origin draws support from the long black coat with an embroidered waist belt worn by the Kodavus, known as kupia. The robe that they wear is called kupia. It's a long black coat with embroidered waist belt. It is worn by the Kodavus and it is known as kupia. It resembles the kufia worn by the Arabs and the Kurds. That is why we can say that the people living in Kurg were possibly had Arab descent also. Kurgi homes have a tradition of hospitality, and they are more than willing to recount numerous tales of valor related to their sons and fathers. So they treat the guests very well, and along with that they also tell them stories of their sons and fathers who have done, say, great deeds. Tales of war means stories of courage and bravery, usually in war. The Kurg regiment is one of the most decorated in the Indian army, and the first chief of the Indian army, General Cariappa, was a Kurgi. Even now, Kodavus are the only people in India permitted to carry firearms without a license. The river Kaveri obtains its water from the hills. Now here say the origin of the people, that part is over. That why they are possibly say from the Arab origin because of the dress, and the second thing is why they can either be Greeks also because Alexander's army had stopped there and then they could not return. Now comes the natural scenery of Kurg. The river Kaveri obtains its water from the hills and the forest of Kurg. Mahasir, a large freshwater fish, abound in these waters. Means there is one fish found over there which is Mahasir. It is found in this fresh water. Kingfishers dive for their catch. That means you can also see kingfishers over there, while squirrels and langurs drop partially eaten fruit for the mischief of enjoying the splash and the ripple effect in the clear water. This is what the langurs and the squirrels do. They eat a fruit partially and then throw it into the water. Why do they throw it? To enjoy the splash and the ripple effect in the clear water. Elephants enjoy being bathed and scrubbed in the river by their mahouts. Now the most laid back individuals become converts to the life of high energy adventure with river rafting. That means that everyone over there is adventurous, and even the person who is a laid back individual, he converts himself into a high energy adventure with river rafting. Then canoeing is say traveling in the river in a canoe, that is a large narrow boat. Then rappelling, rock climbing, and mountain biking. These are the different adventures that the people of Kurg do, or people who go there start doing this. Numerous walking trails in this region are a favorite with trekkers. Now there are a lot of paths created by walking, and they are favorite for the trekkers, those who go for trekking. Birds, bees and butterflies are there to give you company. Macaques, Malabar squirrels, langurs and slender lories keep a watching eye from the tree canopy. When you pass from there, say, on the trees, these different creatures are found and they keep a watchful eye on you. I do, however, prefer to step aside for wild elephants. Now, when wild elephants come in front of me, I decide to step aside and let them pass because of the fear that I have. The climb to the Brahmagiri hills brings you into a panoramic view of the entire misty landscape of Kurg. When you climb the Brahmagiri hills, you can have an entire view of the landscape of Kurg. How do you go there? A walk across the rope bridge leads to the 64-acre island of Nisargdham. Nisarg means natural. Something that is a gift of nature is called Nisarg. Running into Buddhist monks from India's largest Tibetan settlement at nearby Bailakuppe is a bonus. Now suppose you come across a Buddhist monk who is from the India's largest Tibetan settlement. The Tibetans have settled, maximum Tibetans have settled over there, and there if you happen to come across a Buddhist monk nearby Bailakuppe, then that is a bonus. That is an additional advantage if you happen to come across one. The monks, these Buddhist monks in red, ochre and yellow robes are among the many surprises that wait to be discovered by visitors searching for the heart and soul of India right here in Kurg. So you get a pleasant surprise if you happen to come across a Buddhist monk. And where do you find this surprise? The heart and soul of India, that is Kurg, right here in Kurg. Now you can go through these questions Where is Coorg? What is the story about the Kodau people's descent? What are some of the things you now know about the people of Coorg, the main crop of Coorg, and the sport it offers to tourists? The animals you are likely to see in Coorg, its distance from Bangalore, and how to get there. Now go through these questions and you will be able to understand the whole lesson properly. Thank you.